Hey everybody, welcome to DryerDays Art Studio. This is Catherine. Thanks so much for being here today. Well, I'm going to work on this piece called She, Her, which has sold. And this is on a 16-inch birchwood cutout from Trekell. I do have a link for their store that I will put in the description below. I'm really excited about this piece because I made the entire piece using my new color cream line from ColorJoy, which is pigment paste for resin. So right now I'm just laying down some clear resin. You can see I've already painted on the board sort of where I want my sections to go, and I have already glued down my stones. I have used some real crystal quartz points as well as some crystal quartz chips. You can get the chips in my store. I have them back in stock now. I did order the points too, but unfortunately they shipped me the wrong points. And I have waited over 2 months for these points to get here, and they sent me the wrong thing. So I'm sure you can assume I am very disappointed. I know some of you have been waiting patiently for the crystal points to come back in. I'm very sorry. I do not have them right now, but I do have the clear quartz chips, and I have rose quartz chips too, if anybody wants to check those out. So just drizzling the clear over the stone area here, making sure that I have a nice little drizzle over top so that they're not going to move or go anywhere. And I like to do a little bit of a rim of clear around the section of where the stones are, because that will sort of naturally push away the pigmented resin so that we can keep the pigmented resin sort of away and out of the stones. I will feature all the colors here. I'll explain to you what I'm using. Just mixing up a tiny bit here. This is the Dusty Rose. This has been a really big seller in the store. It is beautiful. I love this color. It's one of my favorites. And just going to do a little bit of an outline. You can see I barely had any made in my cup there, so we're not going to use a whole lot. I do want to share that I did make, this was my October video for my patrons. I do try to do a video, at least one video for them a month. Sometimes it gets a little hard and I can't do more than that, but they do get other incentives like extra coupons or early coupons. They get special discounts for being patrons depending on the tier that they have signed up for. I did want to give a quick shout out to my 5 newest patrons. We have Asia, Tilo, Monica, Crystal, and I think it's Ravili. So I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but thank you guys all so much for being patrons of mine. It really goes a long way. It helps to support my channel. A lot of money, blood, sweat, and tears goes into these videos that are free for you guys, and it's just so nice to have the support over on Patreon. Even though I did release this video for them early, they do get some extra tips and stuff too in the videos that I don't necessarily share on YouTube. And so yeah, still moving right along here. We are just getting each color down. You can see how I'm really following those shapes there that I put down. This is the white. Beautiful, beautiful white pigment. It's gorgeous. It sells and laces beautifully. You'll see how I make that happen here in a little bit. And just continuing to add clear to sort of marry these sections together. So I haven't used any metallic yet. Now when I come in to use the metallic, that is when we're going to spritz with rubbing alcohol, and the metallics are going to actually rise to the top and float on the top of the resin. I have searched and used a lot of different pigment lines trying to find ones that have metallics that would float. So I have 4 metallics right now in the store. I'm planning on getting maybe 1 or 2 more. But I have bronze, gold, silver, and light cool metallic. The light cool metallic is what I'm going to use in here. This is the cream right here. A really nice off-white. I'm going to put some of that in. So we have a really nice blend, almost sort of like an ombre happening from lightest to darkest with the colors. But anyway, back to the metallics. So when you apply them and put them in, they won't essentially just float on their own. I do have to spritz them with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and that rubbing alcohol interacting with the metallics is going to help it to float to the top. Okay, and here is that cool pink metallic. And I'm just going to ribbon it through. I love the metallics so much. They're so fun to add into projects and play with. And just a little ribbon like that. I'm going to lightly hit with heat with my torch. And we're just going to kind of let it sit, let the colors kind of marry and meld together a little bit. I'm going to continue to do some clear to break things up. If you kind of drizzle the clear over the metallic too, it helps to break it up a little bit to help that metallic rise to the surface even more. All right, now adding some of that The White color cream. Totally opaque, bright white, perfect for your ocean, beachy pours. And you'll see too, when I do hit with heat and break it up a little bit, and then either hit it with a torch or with that rubbing alcohol, again, you're going to get a lot of lacing and really beautiful effects. It was getting a little close to my stones, so here I'm putting a little bit of clear in to make a barrier between those stones and the white. And just hitting with some heat. You can already kind of see it breaking up there. Oh, we got a little smoke action. Still a little too close to the surface. And then I wanted to ribbon a little bit more white onto the open spaces there and just hitting with the heat. It's already getting such a beautiful blend here. All right, so just finishing up with the heat there. Going to set that aside, bring in my spray bottle with rubbing alcohol and just give the whole thing a spritz. And then I'm just going to let it sit. And so here it is about 24 hours later, and I decided to add some gold gilding just around the edges of the stones. I'll list everything I use in the video's description. Here's a little bit more of a close-up, and look at those beautiful cells in the white. Look at how beautifully that came out. And then you'll kind of see to the right there of the screen where my hand is, you can see the metallic there above where my hand is, that cool pink metallic floating on the top there of that cured resin. So now it's beautifully on the surface. And just working around, I'm just going to keep doing this detailing work. And then I am going to do just a clear flood coat over this. Sorry about my head. A clear flood coat of Total Boat. And then we will be done. All right, so as we zoom in here closer, you can see the dimension, the layers, just with 2 layers here. You can see how I added the gold gilding, the beautiful lacing of the white. And as the light comes in from my window, you can see different effects with the different pigments and also that metallic pigment in there. I think these just came together so beautifully. This is such a soft, beautiful, feminine piece. I sold it right away. It's at its new home. I love this piece. She's one of my favorites. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, head over to DryerDays Art Studio to check out the pigments that I used from my Color Joy line that you can only find at DryerDays Art Studio. I love you guys so much. You're so awesome. The November and December art boxes are like almost sold out. I cannot believe it. They've got some really cool pigment pastes and different pigments in there too. There you can see the metallic. I'm showing it in the sun at different angles. And you can see it almost lights up in there like fire. It's so beautiful. And the Total Boat resin that I used in here, this thing is not yellowing. It's beautiful, crisp, awesome colors. So thank you guys so much. And until next time, keep on pouring.